All right, yo, this is game two of the game two series, LA versus LA Clippers. Let's get into it.
Win the opening tip as we get things started at Staples. Oh, ferocious slam inside. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Lays it up and in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul George. Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Leonard. To George. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Sent a message in that one, Ed.
LeBron James tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Goes to the left side. Caldwell Pope. To Kyle Kuzma. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Paul George missed his first. That one goes.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
To James. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
To Paul George. Baseline drive. Kyle Kuzma sends it away. LeBron into the front court. Down just a couple. Flushes it home.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prom City.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To George. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from long range. That out of his range and no good. Kuzma to James. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nice pass to set things up. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Kyle Kuzma. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. 24-second violation. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Leonard. Count the basket inside.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Fires the three. First try, no good. And he hits the second. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Across the timeline comes James. Right now, 12 all. Down low for Kuzma. Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Leonard. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
LeBron James. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
James in scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Leonard to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To James. Fires the three. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Gilgeous-Alexander. To the rim, lays it up and in.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
It's James controlling the offense. Scores from the post. Probing the defense. To Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron with it up top. They trail by 2. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Clippers have the basketball. Paul George. He gets it.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
LeBron into the front court. Down a point. To Cousins. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And DeMarcus Cousins buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Here comes the screen. George in a matchup with Boogie. To Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
James. Tough shot. Well defended. To Leonard. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To James. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Los Angeles, they have it. To James. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Bradley to James. From the outside, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 of 4 now.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
To James. Beyond the arc for 3. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And count the basket.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
James. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George to Leonard. Short jumper off the mark. Short jumper won't fall. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Paul George. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Paul George to Leonard. Short jumper stays out. Deep 3 at the buzzer. After one, it's the visiting Lakers who are on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the three, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
George. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. James still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. To Williams. Paul George to Williams. Shot clock winding down. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
George. To Williams. Paul George. Deep two there, won't go. To Bradley. Avery Bradley. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Williams. It's LeBron with the rebound. Looking to take this all the way. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's LA Clippers ball. Williams to George. Surveys the floor. To Paul George. Off the assist.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To James. Oh, blocked away. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Williams into the front court. They trail by 7. Knocks it down off the step back.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lakers at the controls right now. James to Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Matthews. LA with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. A shot no good there by Williams. To Caldwell Pope. Count it.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Williams. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Not that time. To Bradley. Deep left corner. To Cousins. Finish that. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
James. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Caldwell Pope. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Won't go down. To George. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here's James for two. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To James. Caldwell Pope. Off the mark. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Gilgeous-Alexander to Matthews. And draws the foul.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Nikola Mirotic at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LA Clippers with the basketball. sizing up the defense. Paul George, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul George. Here comes the screen. George, defended by Cousins. Trying to cash in. Paul George. He's 3 for 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
For 3. That's not his range. It's no good. To George. Has a look. George with a shot, no good. To Caldwell Pope. They work it down to Cousins. A big finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Lakers ball. Cousins, tough matchup against George. Takes stock of the floor. From long range. That out of his range and no good. Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul George. Count it at the line. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. George on the drive, but his shot misses. Avery Bradley. He's 2 for 2 now.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Gilgeous-Alexander. Easy path to the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Kyle Kuzma, down low to Cousins. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
George. Cruises inside for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Matthews up against Cook. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Wesley Matthews trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Cook to bring it into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Almost unlucky bounce to George. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Kyle Kuzma. Bradley buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Clippers have the basketball. Short jumper misses. Cousins to Bradley. Avery Bradley. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
George in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Has a chance, gets a look, can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
From the outside, no good. Gilgeous Alexander gets to the basket and scores.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play, the lead grows to 12. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half with the Lakers in command.
The Lakers have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Clippers were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Clippers were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
The chosen one has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
That's
All right, let's do this.
nice pass to get things going.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
To Kyle Kuzma. And the Clippers able to clear the board. Williams into the front court. His guys trail by 10. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Chance here for LeBron. The jumper's off the mark.
I give this defense so much credit. It pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt. And that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Williams to Leonard. And hits at the line. Leonard. Great feed. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It's James. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Nikola Mirotic trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the 3-point play. The lead is down to 6. Los Angeles has the basketball. Probing the defense. James to Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. Can't connect. It's no good. To Leonard. Kuzma, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Troy Daniels, snatching it out of the air.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
Kawhi Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
It's so deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle, oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Leonard. And he drains it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To James. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Leonard. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Los Angeles, they have it. James. Fires the 3, knocks it down.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality, positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
He up, baby. I got blocked.
To Leonard. Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Not a good shot there as he misses it.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Now 4 for 9.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
LBJ. To Kyle Kuzma. Has a look. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
LeBron into the front court. Leads 5. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Cleans the offensive glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
And finishes strong.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Williams to Leonard. Not that time. James. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
3-second count. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. And scores. Strong take.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Nothing going here on that drive. James. 4-3. That's not his range. It's no good.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball. Let's play deep. Play deep. Let's cut. Let's cut.
Gilgeous Alexander to Paul George. Here's Leonard for two. James with the board. Here's a chance from long range. That out of his range and no good. Paul George to Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
The follow won't go either.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. James into the front court. Up 6. Deep two there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
For three, not going down here. Bradley. That's going to be out of bounds. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Has a chance. A shot no good there by Thornwell.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
To Bradley. From long range. Can't get the bounce. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I know there's that old saying. Watching one man carry 4 other players, his back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Hey, double screen.
And he adds the free throw. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. George to Leonard. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping...
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
George, and the rebound taken down by Kuzma. Avery Bradley, he's now 5 for 6.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Across the timeline comes James. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To George. Lets it fly from long range. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Strong finish for Paul George. That ends the third quarter. The Lakers have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Substitutions. Stepping in for the Lakers, number 9.
Williams across the timeline. His guys down 11. Wesley Matthews above the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Here comes the screen. To Williams. Lou Williams. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Lou Williams. 3 for 6 now.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Unable to connect on the free throw. It's LA Clippers ball. Nice pass to set things up. Jumper's good.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Williams into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Three in the key. Williams. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Fires the 3, not a good shot there as he misses it. To Williams. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Williams. Layup goes down. Well done.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Cook to bring it into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Count the triple.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Lou Williams, 4 out of 7.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the celebration right there, Ed. I mean, live your best life. I want to see a little bit more passion on the next play.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's not his range. It's no good. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Clippers have the basketball.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
To Matthews. Yes, Wesley Matthews. Looking good. 4 for 5.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Trying to cash in. Kirk shot won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Goes to the left side. 4-3. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Count the basket at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. And scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Williams all the way, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated